Kimberly Ann Hart is one of the most loved Pink Rangers of all time. Being the original Power Ranger to don the pink helmet means she will always be remembered fondly. On top of that, she was genuinely a good character and had a very likeable personality. Although she was eventually phased out of the show in Season 3 of Mighty Morphin, her story did extend beyond that point. So today we are taking a look at the original Pink Ranger and what happened to her after she left Angel Grove. Kimberly was born and raised in Angel Grove, California. She was eventually chosen to be the Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger due to her grace and intelligence. Her 4 teammates were coincidentally her closest friends: Jason Lee Scott, Zach Taylor, Billy Cranston and Trini Kwan. Kimberly received the Pterodactyl Power Coin and the Pterodactyl Dino Zord, thus becoming the Pink Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. Many of the first Rangers also had some sort of athletic ability before becoming Rangers, and Kimberly was a skilled gymnast. This helped her during her time as a Ranger, being able to turn her physical awareness and flexibility into a martial arts ability. A big part of Kimberly's story throughout Mighty Morphin is her relationship with Tommy Oliver, the Green and White Ranger. Their relationship is present throughout the majority of their time together on the series, but when Kim made the decision to leave the team, the existence of their relationship was questioned. But we will get to that soon. So, midway through Season 3, Amy Jo Johnson, the actress that played Kimberly, requested that Kimberly be written out of the show because she wanted to pursue other opportunities in acting. The character was accommodated with a 10-episode story arc that focused on Kimberly, leading up to her departure. Kimberly and Aisha adopt a stray cat called PC, who is actually in a secret form of Rita's new spy, Catherine Hillard. Catherine also spies on the Rangers in her human form. She ultimately ends up developing feelings for Tommy and becomes jealous of Kimberly's relationship with him. She steals Kimberly's power coin. With the coin in evil hands, Kimberly's very life force is now in danger. Lord Zed kidnaps Kimberly and uses her as a ransom for the other Rangers, but they end up rescuing her. Zordon then disconnects Kimberly's connection to the morphing grid, forcing her to receive power from the other Rangers, much like Tommy had to do when he was losing his Green Ranger powers. Tommy consoled Kimberly throughout most of this time, just as she had done previously for him. Meanwhile, Kimberly caught the interest of a world-renowned gymnastics coach, Gunther Schmidt, and so she began training for the preliminaries of the Pan Global Games. As she trained, Rita and Zed plotted to exploit this and tire Kimberly in battles. They succeeded and she falls off the balance beam while training and injures herself. However, this event breaks Rita's spell over Catherine, who calls an ambulance and convinces Kimberly not to give up on gymnastics. Catherine also returns the power coin back to Kimberly. She decides to make the tough decision of pursuing her dream of gymnastics, thus leaving the Ranger team, because, gymnastics is way more important than saving the world. Anyway, when Zordon allows Kimberly to give up her Ranger duties to participate in the Pan Global Games, Kimberly chooses Catherine to replace her as the Pink Ranger. Then, if we are covering this chronologically, Kimberly would later star in a comic book miniseries published by Boom Studios. This series is a modern remake, so not to necessarily be considered canon, but it also serves as a continuation from Kimberly's exit in the 3rd season of Mighty Morphin. After handing her powers over to Kat, Zordon uses the Sword of Light to activate the latent pink energy within Kimberly to make her a Ranger once again. As the main team of Power Rangers at this point are away, in this series, Kimberly asks Zach and Trini to join her on a mission as the Yellow and Black Rangers respectively. She later recruits 2 French siblings as the Blue Male Ranger and Red Female Ranger. In forming this new team of Power Rangers, Kimberly effectively becomes the leader. The events that take place in this series lead up to Kimberly writing her letter, which Tommy eventually receives in Power Rangers Zeo. Now, in the show, Kimberly was actually next mentioned in Zeo, where she broke up with Tommy by way of a Dear John letter, basically telling him she has found someone else and moved on. Poor Tommy. Though he would later become romantically involved with Kimberly's replacement Catherine, so you can't feel too sorry for him. Kimberly and Jason Lee Scott, the original Red Ranger, returned to Angel Grove in Turbo, a Power Rangers movie. In that film, they were kidnapped by Divatox and later possessed by her betrothed Malagor. The appearance occurs without much fanfare, with Tommy and Kimberly never even speaking. Again, it's hard to consider the Turbo movie as canon, but many fans do take many of the events as such, so that's totally up to you. Kimberly would reappear with the Mighty Morphin Rangers in a more substantial role in Power Rangers Super Megaforce. Here, she served as part of a massive team of legendary Rangers led by Tommy to aid the current Rangers in defeating the evil Armada. It isn't revealed as to how the original Rangers got their powers back, nor is it suggested that they have been operating as Rangers again before this fight. Unfortunately, she only appears in her masked, morphed appearance, and largely just blends in with the crowd of Rangers. Then in Power Rangers Beast Morphers, she responds to Jason's signal and returned alongside her fellow Mighty Morphin Power Rangers as part of the legendary Dino Rangers army. When Evox summoned his massive Chimera Zord, her team joined in summoning the Megazord and aiding in its defeat. With Evox on the run again, the teams departed and Kim returned to her normal life. While very little is known on the Pink Ranger's fate beyond this, alternate versions of the character actually appear in Boom Studios comic book spin-offs, as well as the 2017 Power Rangers movie. That's it for today, my friends. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I'd like to know if you want to see more videos of this type. If you do, be sure to leave a comment down below letting me know which Ranger you would like to see covered next. A quick reminder as well that we also have a couple of other channels. If you're into your Dragon Ball lore, go and check out our History of Dragon Ball channel. I'll leave a link down below. And for any of you Lord of the Rings or Middle-earth fans, we have a channel called History of the Ages. Again, link will be in the description. Thank you all so much for watching. May the power protect you, and I will see you next time on the 6th Ranger.